Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Cave Factory. I'm really hoping you enjoyed the last episode. I'm really having so much fun recording episodes again. It feels so nice to do so. So without further ado, let's begin with today's episode. As you probably noticed, our blood altar and our zombie spawner are gone. They are currently sitting in here in the chest. Since we have silk touch now, we can pick up the spawner, and it is somewhere in here. I can't see it. There it is. There we go. So we're gonna move it and place it down at some point when we need to go do more blood magic. But for the moment, I have crafted a market. Remember last episode we had a problem getting red dye because I needed to get a poppy and I couldn't get it on grass? I still couldn't get it on grass. I did a thing. If you drop regular seeds, if we look at uses, and I believe there should be a drop something fluid to item recipe. Yeah, if you drop seeds into water, you get a random seed, and there is a chance that you get a beetroot seed, which I was lucky enough to get. So we have beetroot seeds, and I grew one beetroot, or a couple I think, and I turned them into red dye, which you can do in the crushing bill or just in a crafting window. And we also have all of these seeds now that we can use in the future for better food and stuff, and completing this giant food quest line, which we completed a whole bunch of things, so we can collect all of the XP rewards, which is nice. So with the market, we're gonna place it right here. We're gonna get our emerald muncher villager. So what we can do now is grab a couple of emeralds, and we can do a sapling, and we're gonna grab an apple sapling because we're gonna need that for a few apples for an upgrade that I want to get. And then we're just gonna grab some oak saplings, and I could just buy one and then grow the tree, but I'll buy 3 just so we can grow some wood, I guess, if we wanted to, or if we need some more saplings, so we don't have to buy it again. But in here, I have prepared a whole bunch of things. So firstly, let's make let's take this guy. Let's take water, flint, and 4 rotten flesh. Whoops, 4 rotten flesh, I said. And that should make us some leather, and we need leather for this craft as well. So, and I'm actually just gonna craft 2 of them, like so. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna make us a bunch of sigils. So I need to actually grab arcane ashes that I should have somewhere in the chest, possibly in the blood magic chest. Here they are. There we go. Okay, we have leather now. So with the 2 saplings, if we look at sigils, I have the Sigil of Green Grove, which requires 2 saplings, sugarcane this, and the reinforced slate. So that should make us the reagent. We can then put down arcane ashes. And I'm just going to put down like 5, because I think we're going to make 5 sigils. So with that, we get a growth reagent. We put that in, reinforced slate, boom. And then we need coal, redstone, cobble, and what else? Lava bucket? Boom, Sigil of the Green Grove. We bind it to ourselves, and this we can shift right click and grow things super quickly. It really works really, really fast, so it's really great. So this one plus a blank slate, I believe, it will get us a lava sigil. Then I'm gonna grab our divination sigil, 2 pieces of glass, and a glowstone. Will get us an upgrade for the divination sigil. We did get a lava sigil. We can bind it to ourselves, and this is really great. You can just right click here and it automatically fills up the tank, which is really, really nice. Okay, so this should be done. So site sigil. I grabbed my reinforced slate. There we go. And then this is gonna be a really cool upgrade. It's 2 string and I believe 1 leather. 2 leather? Oh no, it's that and chest. Whoop, not the slate. There we go. Yeah, leather, chest, and 2 string. We also have the Sears sigil now. And this one is going to be the sigil of holding, which is going to allow us to stack 5 sigils into basically 1 slot, which we can scroll through. So that is going to be awesome. And this one is going to be the sigil of the fast miner, I believe. And we're going to need another arcane ash because I want to make another one of those. So we're going to place 1 more down. There we go. So mining reagent, and it just uses 1 durability on each of these. So I think I can do is I can just toss these in here and they're going to melt into something of an iron thing. And here we add a reinforced slate. And in here we add 2 feathers and a gas tier. That sigil is going to be the best for exploring the nether in a moment. Okay, sigil of the fast miner. We can shift right click to mine faster. And the sigil of holding, I believe I set it to H so I can open it. And we'll add in the seer sigil. Where is RU? Sigil of the blood lamp. And then we need a water sigil and a lava sigil and the sigil of the green grove. These are the ones that I'm going to be using the most, I think. So we can just put that somewhere in our inventory and it's going to do its thing. Also, possibly this guy. Yeah, we might put this guy in. Instead of, let's say, the seer sigil, I guess we need this one. We need this one. We're not going to use that much. So the air sigil allows us to basically fly. And we still take fall damage unless we, I think, yeah, go directly to the floor. So if we, a few blocks of damage, but you know what we can do to prevent that? We're going to grab some of these. We're going to craft 2 congealed blocks. And then I believe it's block, slime boots. We don't need the slime sling thingy, but we can just have the slime boots. And then we can just do that. And we're fine. We don't take fall damage, and that's really cool. So we currently have... Why can I not see my... Ah, there it goes. Okay, we have 60,000 LP, and if we do a few wishes... Yeah, so it uses 100 or 50 per flight or something. It's not that much, so I think it should be cool. So the next thing that I actually want to do is toss in some sand. And we're going to grab our sigil of water and just toss it in here, and this will turn into clay very quickly. Boom, 2 clay balls. So that is the easiest way for us to get clay. So that should make us, I think, 2 stacks or 1 stack of clay. 2 stacks should be the case. So that is wonderful. We don't need you anymore for the time being. We can toss you in here. And those are some upgrades. So the next upgrade, actually, before we go into the nether or anything, is I want to get a backpack. So we need another 4 string and a chest. And there we go. We can craft ourselves a backpack. And the immediate thing that I'm going to do is surround it with iron to get an iron backpack, and also surround it with gold so we get a gold backpack. And then we have enough diamonds. So you know what? Might as well. I don't think we're going to need... We're going to get diamonds pretty soon anyway. But this can, if we open up our inventory, go into here into our back slot, and it shows up on our character, which is really neat. And I set it to B to open it, and we have 5 upgrade slots and a whole bunch of space. So we can just toss a flint and steel, we can toss the wrench, the sigils that we don't really need. So in here, we're going to put in the air sigil, like so. And we can just scroll to it. Cool. The next thing that I want to make is an upgrade for the backpack, which is going to make us basically never have to eat again, ever. So I'm just going to make the advanced one because we can. I don't think it's necessary, but we can toss it in here, and we have a whole bunch of settings that we can set it to. But what we're going to take is just our fruit salad, and then we put it in here. We can sort the backpack, and I believe if we do this and say allow, it's going to only use the fruit salad. Otherwise, it just uses anything in your inventory. So that is pretty much it. And we can set this here, only feed when player is hungry enough to only waste half hunger points on the food at most. Feed player immediately when hurt, ignores hunger setting when player is not at max health. So when we're hurt, it's going to feed us right away, but when we're not, it's going to wait until we're hungry if we're full on health. So it's not going to waste the hunger points, I guess. So that is cool. It is set up and it is nice. So the next thing that we're going to do is make a coke oven by making 9 sets of these to make 27 coke bricks. And we're just going to place it in here. Like that. And then I think I need my engineer's hammer. Right click. Boom. We have a coke oven. What we can then do is grab, let's say, I'll just do a stack of coal. So we'll do 7, 8, because I don't have any spare coal. Boom. And we're going to toss in a stack of coal to get turned into coal coke. And it's also going to make us creosote oil, which we can then put into buckets and craft into treated wood. We could also use a jerry can, I believe, to transfer things out. So we need 4 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 sheets. Iron plates. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And jerry can, bam, bam. So we can toss this in here and it's gonna fill up, I think, like 4 or so buckets of this. Are you doing your thing? You are. Okay, you're almost done. There we go. 1 coal coke. Okay, cool. So it made, I believe, 500 millibuckets of creosote oil. So every 2 coal, we get a bucket. We can then craft some treated wood in a moment. So we can start getting into our F production with immersive engineering, which is gonna be great. I think it's time to hop into the Nether and just see where we're gonna end up. And here we are in a warped forest, which is actually really nice because we can get Enderman super easily. We're also wearing only gold and slime boots. So what we can do with the air sigil is just zoom around, which is really great. So I'm actually gonna save the portal here as a waypoint, and then I'm gonna go see if I can find a stronghold. I didn't really show you, but we do have trinkets from the mod Lost Trinkets, and I set a keybind so I can open up the active trinkets, and we can unlock more things for levels. But what I have right now is creepers targeting you will not spawn an explosion. I got that, I think, last episode in between clips, and I didn't really show it because I didn't think it was really that important. But now we just got prevents Enderman near you from teleporting. It's called Sticky Mind. So I think we'll just unlock the next one and just have both of these activated. So what we can do is easily kill Enderman now, which is really great. So I still haven't gone around to search for the Nether Fortress because I'm just gathering some quartz, which is what we're gonna need to progress in some power and also possibly some better storage mods. I managed to find a fortress, so all we're gonna do pretty much is just get to the blaze spawner, if I can. And we're gonna grab it. And then I think we're out of here. We might just check if there's another one, just in case. There is one here. Oh, I think my pickaxe broke. Okay, we're out. Bye. Now that we have gotten some nether resources, I smelted some netherrack, and I also went back and harvested a bit of magma blocks, so we can now craft ourselves some blast bricks, and we can make ourselves a very rudimentary black furnace. Black furnace? Blast furnace, I should say. And engineer's hammer doodle. Boom. We have it now. So now we can take coal coke, and I believe iron. So let's do like 16. Right, for the time being. So we'll do that, and that will slowly but surely start making us steel. So in here we can collect a bit of soul soil and soul sand from the quest here. And our chest is getting incredibly full. So we're gonna possibly try and sort that very quick. So we get a projector, which is gonna go straight into our backpack. And then what we need to grab is a bucket of creosote, which we totally can't. We have a full bucket in here. We do. Wonderful. Thank you very much, game. We get an engineer's toolbox, which I think is kind of like a tools. Oh, you can put food, tools, wiring, anything. Okay, interesting. So it's okay. We might use that for immersive engineering for all of the wires and everything we have. I want to get some of the storage quest line going. So we're going to start by getting some network cables, for which I do need some stone. So we're just going to grab it out of here. And we're going to make 2, 3, let's say 4 sets of these. So if we do add simple, we can just have everything here. So we can craft 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And then we're going to make link cables. And then import cables. Thank you, game, for not showing me everything. We need a barrel, for which we need some wood. There we go. Barrel to make some filtered import cable. And then we're going to make some filtered link cable by making an observer. Boom, boom. And also some export cable by making a singular piston with a little bit more wood. Piston and export cable. Awesome. So that is going to be a lot of the quests here complete. We're going to get an obsidian chest, which is kind of what I wanted. An adjustable crate, some storage upgrades, some void upgrades, and a diamond furnace, which is going to go possibly somewhere in the wall where we can kind of automate it a little bit. So we're going to put you right here. And I think it's time that we get rid of these furnaces here in the floor because they're no longer necessary. And what we can actually also do is if we look at the furnace mod, we can get a diamond to emerald furnace upgrade. So we can then just do that. Sneak right click, there we go. So what it's really cool about this furnace is we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna grab a little bit more wood and we're gonna make a few more barrels. And once we have them, we're gonna place them right here, like so. And what we can do with this furnace is that there's a config. So we can auto input, auto output, and we're gonna have the top as an input, the bottom as the output, and the everything else can be fuel. Well, I just reset everything, but the left side is gonna be fuel input. So we can toss all of our fuel in here. And what we're gonna do is just grab a bunch more coal, just turn it into tiny coal like that. And that is gonna be our fuel chest. And then we can toss whatever we want to smelt into top furnace and it's just gonna pull it in and get smelted, which is really great. Tinker's Construct has been updated quite a bit and it has a few more books and you can combine 4 of specific books directly into one and where you get all of the things from Tinker's. So if we just make the last one, we can do puny smelting, materials anew, fantastic foundry, and mighty smelting into the Encyclopedia of Tinkering. So that now holds everything. So tier 1 through tier 4 materials, all abilities, all of the slotless upgrades, the regular upgrades, broad tools, small tools, everything. So now I'm going to do a little bit of research and see what I want to build my tools out of because I want to upgrade everything that we have here or possibly just make new ones as well. I noticed that I'm kind of jumping left and right. I say we're going to make a storage network, then we go do something else, but there's a lot of things that we can do and I'm just excited for everything and I might get distracted and go in a different route. But we're going to make a small block breaker, not to make an automatic ore / stone / whatever generator, but we can grab our sigil of water and put a water bucket here, create obsidian, then we can place the block breaker like this, and this will eventually break this obsidian. It's going to be really, really slow, but it is going to happen and it's going to do its thing. And we're just going to place the slab there for the time. And we can just walk here every so often to pick up the obsidian with our magnet, but we need obsidian for making hepatizen or whatever it is called, this guy. In the smeltery, it takes 1 obsidian, 1 cobalt, and 2 copper to make. And this is really good for making tools because it has really high mining speed and high durability. So what we're gonna do is we need blaze blood or blazing blood, which is a new thing. It was pyrotheum before, but now it's inside of Tinker's Construct, which is really nice. So to get that, I believe, need to just melt blazes in the smeltery, right? We can melt blaze heads, which we don't have, but blazes in the smeltery will get us blazing blood per 1 heart of damage. So what we can actually do is, first of all, fill up this guy again. And then inside of the smeltery, we have everything filled with stone. So if we just toss the blaze spawner right at the edge of the thing, wherever that is, blaze spawner, there we go. I think if we just toss it at the back wall, we should be good. I don't really want to jump in and place a block, there we go. So if we toss it here, it should be fine. And we can go pick it up later, but that should start spawning blazes inside and hopefully not put them outside of the here. Yeah, there we go. Blazing blood. Cool. I think we can just do this, and once we have a bucket, we can grab it out. Which we have here, and we're gonna turn it into some treated wood. Put that in our inventory so it completes the quest, and we can toss it in here. But as soon as these blazes have died, we have more than 1 bucket. We can just bucket it out right over here. And we're gonna need another seared tank. Seared fuel tank. And I think we can't have both. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna toss that in and then put this one in. So that now has the ability so we can see more blazes spawn. But now we can actually melt cobalt and obsidian and copper into hepatizen. And over here, whoops, if we go over to wherever our obsidian thingy is, we should have a few blocks of obsidian. There we go, 5. So now I'm gonna go melt a bunch of things and we can see to make some tools. I think I sort of decided on a little bit of the tools. So we're gonna get a sledgehammer with cobalt, rose gold, and white stone, and a hepatizon handle. So we get the mining speed and durability bonus. So we're gonna make that. And then we're gonna make a pickaxe out of a hepatizon head, hepatizon tool handle, and I'm gonna put a rose gold tool binding so we get the enhanced one. So we get an extra upgrade. We're gonna do that. And then we're also gonna make an axe out of the same materials. Bam, bam. There we go. And now I need to figure out the upgrades. I decided to re-add the Silk Touch to the pickaxe because that uses the ability slot. So that's the only ability that we get until we get, I believe in here, if we look at slotless upgrades, we can get Draconic. Yeah, once we get an Ender Dragon head, we can put that in to get another ability slot if we wanted to. But for the time being, it's just going to be Silk Touch. And I did add 1 layer of redstone. And I think for the time being, I'm not going to go for any sort of super tools with unbreakable and everything. So we're just going to toss in a bunch of redstone, I think, just to get the maximum amount of redstone that we can. And can we instant mine? Close. I think we just would need 1 more layer of redstone and then we could instant mine. So we would need another upgrade slot, which we can get by adding the writable with getting a book and quill, but that requires getting a squid ink or ink sac. And we need to get squid bait, which we need to fish some fish for, which I can do. And I actually might do if that's going to make the pickaxe instant mine. But I'm also going to add the same thing to the hammer. The hammer gets stone shield 1, as you can see right beneath the durability. That means that as I mine stone in the base here, it's going to get a stone shield, which is not going to deplete the hammer's durability, even though we have 2,200 durability. But as long as we mine stone, we should be good on not using pretty much any durability at all. So that's wonderful. And I totally missed that I made end crystals, which will add an upgrade slot. So we can add 1 upgrade to each one of our tools, except the sword, which I'm going to make later. I'm just going to keep this stone sword for the moment. So I can actually add another layer of redstone now that we can do this. I think it's just 45, so this should be enough. Boom, boom. Yeah, hastiest test. Is that instant mine? It's so close. So close. I still might do the thing with that. I don't know if I can even add another layer of redstone on top of this. But I might actually just make a fishing rod and go fish a couple of fish, get a squid, and then just actually spawn a squid and kill them for ink sacs, and then make books and quills, and we can add those to the tools as well. I got ourselves 2 fish, which we can now craft into squid bait, and I'm actually just gonna do a little bit more glass, and we're just gonna place like I think you need a 5x5 body of water or something for these squid to spawn, so we're gonna see. We're gonna grab this and our water sigil. Ooh, I think I have enough blood. I kind of left the small block breaker over that on obsidian, and I started getting nauseated, and I ran out of blood in my entire network. So we now have 6,000. Okay, that should be fine for spawning a few water sources. So if we do something like this, and then we break this, and this, and we then place just a singular water source, like right here in the corner, what we can then do is grab this guy, and just turn it into a full-blown pool of water and spawn in some squid, hopefully. We have a squid. Let's see how many things we get from it. I don't have looting or anything, but we got 3. That's just the amount that I need, but now we have another problem. I don't have feathers. We can possibly make chicken bait, right? Chicken bait, that's just 2 seeds, and we need to, I think, place it on some grass or something. So we're just gonna take our grass, toss it there on the floor, and get some chickens going as well. This took way longer than it should have. I placed like 5 or 6 chicken baits there and made baby chickens, and I had to wait for them to grow, but we now have 3 books and quills, and we can go over here, and we can even see if we have redstone that we can add to this, or if the pickaxe accepts more redstone, I should say. Because this is like it doesn't even say which level it is, which is super weird. Yeah, it's so weird. Normally it said, but anyway. So if we grab a little bit more of this, can we add more redstone? Or are we at max? You cannot go above 5 levels. Okay, we're at max. So we would need to do something to increase the mining speed by just a tad. I think we need like, yeah, I think we need 35 mining speed. We're 34.6. But we did use the rose thing for the binding, which is one upgrade. So we could potentially exchange it for something with more, but no. The binding doesn't change mining speed. Unless we would do, oh, maybe if we change it for a cobalt one? Because cobalt, if I recall correctly, we go here, tier 3, cobalt. It's going to do lightweight. The tool is incredibly light for its size, allowing you to attack and mine faster. Maybe? I don't think I have any more cobalt. Because I turned everything into hepatizen. Okay, so I'm currently really low on blood, so I don't really feel comfortable going. Well, I have what, 16,000? That's okay to go into the Nether to go find just one or a couple pieces of cobalt. We should be good on that. There we go. If I add a cobalt tool binding, I will get mining speed of 37. Is that instant mine? Please be instant mine. How is this still not instant mine? Okay, I'm done trying to get a super quick pickaxe. It is really fast. We can repair the hepatizen doodles, and it's good. And we got dimensional shard ore, which I think we need to fortune. So we're just gonna leave that be for a moment, because we don't really need it right now. As far as simple storage goes, I want to start crafting some more things. We need the storage network root, which is gonna get us a compacting drawer, and then we need a storage inventory. As soon as I can see where I am. So we need a dropper, and then we need some iron nuggets. Storage inventory, there we go. And also a storage request table, which we're missing one singular crafting table. Boom, boom. Those are all of the quests completed. We get a stack upgrade, we get some more network cable. And then we can get also a crafting rod, allows you to access the network from anywhere as long as you have it with you. Okay. We can do that, I think. Ooh, we need sea lanterns. So Prismarine is gotten by tossing quartz into water. Okay, so that's for the Prismarine. Prismarine crystals are lapis in water. Okay, so that's... Okay, it gets you 16. I see what they did there. So we're gonna do 16 of these. 16 of these. I don't think we need that many, but we have water here. We need 4 sea lanterns, right? Hold on. Let me do the math. All right, we have everything we need. We can make the ender chest, and then I got ourselves 16 prismarine shards, which cost me 16 quartz, and then 20 lapis to make the 4 sea lanterns. And we can then make this guy with 2 blocks of gold. Boom, crafting remote. Okay. So we can set up this storage network somewhere, and I don't really know where exactly I want it. So for the moment, I think we're just gonna take like this and kind of remove it a little bit just so we can place this down. So we need the storage request table, which is gonna be our basic table that we're gonna use. And where did all the other things go? I was so confused. This recipe used up the storage network root is... what happened. So we need to make another one. And I believe this should make a functioning system. And what we can then do is we can grab our obsidian chest if we get really close. And we're gonna super slowly, we jump, bring it over here. And we're gonna just do something like this. And then what we can do is we can use a filtered import cable. No, not an import cable. Filtered link cable. We can toss that in here, and now we should be able to see everything in our storage, and we can sort it to be by amount. There we go, and that should be nice. And what we can do is we can attach things with drawers to this as well if we wanted to. So for the moment, I need to figure out where in the place is going to be for our drawers, and where are we going to have our storage system actually. And I'm thinking, since everything is going to go into wireless storage anyway, right? What if we just have the entire system hidden beneath the floor in kind of like the middle part of our base. And then we can have drawers kind of like one floor below and just have a drawer room for all of the drawers. That seems like an okay idea. I have added a couple of elevators. We have this 3 wide room that is going to be our wires room that are going to go everywhere from here. And then down here we have our storage room, which is currently this big. We might increase it or probably increase it in the future. But for now, it's just this. Everything is linked up to the crafting remote, so I can use this anywhere I am, which is really great. But what I want to make is a mega torch because I am tired of having to light up everything super hard. So we're just going to put this guy somewhere. Can I put you like right here? Cool, that works. I think that should prevent mob spawning in quite a large area. So we don't need super increased lighting in here because it is light enough with all of the sources everywhere. But if I break those 4, if I press F7, you can see that there's some excess on the floor, but eventually we can just put something in the floor that will light it up anyway. So that is pretty cool. So now I can start setting up drawers for all of our items that we have here because currently these chests are going to get really, really full of everything. So what I actually want to do as well is I want to set up a automatic system. Oh, we didn't even make drawers yet. I want to set up an automatic system with the small block breakers and generating stone to get us a bunch of resources. And we can then toss those resources through the grindstone and also use some sort of washing technique with create. And we can set up a full ore processing system possibly in here. So for that, I need to do a bit more crafting and then we can try and set it up. I want to at least automate the smeltery for the moment. So I made some just basic item pipes from the pipes mod and we can just sneak right click this guy. And then I believe I can just do this to sneak right click that guy and then sneak right click that and that. So that sets it to extract. Here we can just disable it and then we need to grab our tank so we can fill all of this in like that. And we're going to toss in a single chest here and cover this up. And what we can then do is just turn this on and that should essentially just pour out everything. If we do iron on the bottom, I think is it pouring the iron still? Even though blood is on the bottom, it is not. Okay, so I don't know how 50 millibuckets of blood got in the smeltery. I really don't, but they did, and it is what it is. But we're gonna clear it out as soon as we clear out this blazing blood, for which I need a tank or something. So this is our getaway of getting resources doubled until we set up the create thing. So that is gonna have to do. I set up some ghetto drawers with most of the stuff that we had in bulk, and I also added some chests here with the rest of the stuff that we had upstairs. And down here we just have a network cable with a filtered link cable in the end with priority -5, and the smaller priority goes first. So basically, as soon as we insert something into the system, it's gonna try and go into the drawers first and then go into the chests. And as far as the chests go, I set it up so it goes here first, then here, then here. So that should fill up incrementally as we go. But by the time we fill up the chests, we should be in refined storage anyway. So it should be good. In one of the quests, we got a large compact machine as a reward. And what I want to do is I want to set up some small bedrock or small block breakers in here where we are basically going to set up something like this. Does this work through dimensions? I wonder. It totally does. Cool. So we can grab more glass if we need to. But what we're going to do is we're going to put some water down over here. And I'm going to grab my sigil. And hopefully I have enough blood to get another bucket of water. I have. Okay, cool. So we can then just make this all into flowing water like so. And then what we're going to do is this is all going to become stone. So what we actually needed to do is put the small block breakers all over here. So we're just going to break all of this glass and set those up. There we go. So what we then need to do is place some glass right over here. And also some glass right over here. Like so. And we're gonna place a bucket of, about 2 buckets of lava, I should say, here in each of the corners. And I don't think I have enough blood. No, I definitely do not. So what the gist of this system is gonna be is I created 2 ender chests. These are set up to public use. So what we can do is we can probably grab some dye. Let's do black dye. And we're gonna put, bam. Can I like shift right click? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna put black, black, black. And I think you can put a diamond on these. Still, this is looking very different from when I last played with ender chests. So do I put it like on the thingy on top? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that makes a private ender chest, I think. Yeah. It's linked to me, so we can shift right click that and then do 1, 2, 3. And that way these 2 should be linked. I think if we toss in some of these, we should grab them out of here. Cool. So what we're basically gonna do is we're gonna grab, I think it's a collector. There we go, advanced item collector. We're gonna put it here. I think the range should cover everything. And what this is gonna do is just gonna collect items that are gonna be provided with these block breakers. And then the other part of the ender chest is gonna go into our base right over here. And we're gonna import directly into the storage drawers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go a little bit here underneath, possibly behind. We're gonna put the ender chest here, and then we're just gonna go with like the pipes. These guys, item pipe. And I think we can upgrade these as well. So if we grab the wrench, we can do that. And we'll see how fast this is going to produce items. And then we also need to do is add more drawers so we can sort all of the ores and items into there as well. I have set up more drawers and I filtered everything in here. Here are the ores, here are all of the cobblestone bits that we're getting. The important thing that I needed to do was make a super duper advanced pipe upgrade, which the recipe is like this, and like this from the basic one. And this means that this is extracting everything super quickly once it produces the ores. So we are good on sorting all of those. Also, I have added a storage upgrade 5 and a void upgrade into all of these drawers. So if I just sit here AFK, ores will accumulate, and once the drawers are full, which will take a while, and it's probably cobblestone that's going to be the first one to fill up, but it will just void the rest, which is fine. And in the future, I want to add that to all of our drawers so we don't cause any issues anywhere with any of the farms running. But yeah, this is working beautifully. So I think this is a good point to wrap up today's episode. So that is going to do it for today. I'm really hoping you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. You can also subscribe to get notified of when new videos go live. And I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.